Maine had what is called a yellow flag law, not a red flag law. This was according to the AP. It was different. Obviously, red flag laws cropping up in other states seize weapons from gun owners who are viewed as a threat. In a sign of the pro-Second Amendment mindset in Maine, however, a gun rights group helped write their law, and critics say that while it was a first step towards stronger safety measures, the state could save more lives by doing more, like passing a red flag law. I hope there isn't a orange flag law on the way to red. But so what is the yellow flag law? Well, it's kind of massive in terms of barriers to actually removing firearms from someone who could be dangerous. The law differs in that it requires police to first get a medical practitioner to evaluate the person and find them to be a threat before police can petition a judge in order to evaluate to order the person's firearms to be seized, The gun control advocates had criticized the law as ham-handed and unlikely to be used by families who don't want to traumatize a loved one by having them taken into custody. So it seems like it's a tall order, it's a tall task. And I mean, I don't know what else is going on in Maine. Maybe they've got tons of time on their hands. Maybe the cops can totally do this and and bring folks, get the medical practitioner, but seems like a long way to go. And I also feel like, Brett, that is interesting where it's like oftentimes red flag laws are called by family, friends, people who are like, this person is unwell, this person, was like threatening to me. And sadly, a lot of those folks happen to end up being the victims of, gun violence because of that. But the whole point is like to try and use these laws that will, for lack of a better term, like bring this person in, remove their gun in sort of the least traumatizing or upsetting or sort of like way that could literally trigger them to do something like this. So
yeah, and then specifically the Northeast states like Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, there is this attitude toward guns. And like I've hung out with folks in Vermont where they essentially, it's just you try to parse out their political beliefs into like what is typically, for me from California, what I know to be like someone who typically votes Democrat versus someone who votes Republican. But these dudes are like, no, we love guns, we smoke a lot of weed, and that's just kind of life for us. And that's it's the don't tread on me. It's more of a kind of let live unless you're hurting somebody, and then I will mow you down kind of thing. But yeah, and so it's hard to get these kinds of these laws passed in a state that prides itself on that, and it's which makes it harder than a state that doesn't.
Yeah, and it's woodsy, so a lot of hunting. It was one of the reasons why Bernie in Vermont was sort of like slower on the gun control and gun reform, piece of his political plank, and maybe a little sleepy. Stephen King is like the biggest thing that happens in Maine, and those are all made up stories. I mean, as we think they're made up, who knows? Pennywise is still out there. But
for more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.